Good evening. This is Scotty Sanders. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I hope you're off to a great week. I love to get Mondays going off to a great start. And I find when you get Mondays going well, then the rest of the week tends to go better. Well, I hope you're having a great week thus far. Again, if you don't know me, my name is Scotty Sanders. I'm an international leadership consultant, and my purpose in life is to encourage and to empower others to live, lead, and to finish well. And really the theme behind the Facebook Lives that I do is to help others to lead themselves well. And I believe when you lead yourself well, it gives you an opportunity to get to lead others. So again, thanks for joining me tonight. If you've missed any of my past Facebook Lives, you can go to my Facebook business page, but you can also go to scottysanders.com and you can check out all my prior Facebook and other articles I put out there as well. So feel free to check that out again at scottysanders.com. Well, tonight, my episode 70, I think this is 72, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 72 is it. So another little interesting topic tonight. So I'm going to be talking about what happened to Felipe and talking about the importance of under-promising and over-delivering. So here's the story behind Felipe. So this year, a few months ago, Cindy and I celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. And so I wanted to do something very special for her, spoil her. So we decided to take a week and go to Cancun. So I wanted everything to be just perfect. So you got good seats on the flight. We had transportation at the airport to take us to the resort. We stayed at a very, very nice 5-star resort. Fantastic. And so we checked in and everything was good. So I was introduced to our concierge, his name Felipe. And Felipe told us that, listen, anything you need, Mr. and Mrs. Sanders, I'm going to take care of it. It's your anniversary and I want to go out of my way to make it extremely special for you. And he said, if you need transportation to go somewhere, if you need to schedule an excursion, you need reservations or spa reservations, whatever you may need, I'm here to take care of it, anything at all, certain foods or whatever it may be. And he gave us his number. He said, text me anytime and I'll take care of that for you. So he took us to the restaurant because we had not eaten lunch. He took us to the restaurant. He goes, when you get through eating, just text me and then I'll meet you and I'll take you to the lobby of the hotel and make sure you get checked into your room. So far, so good. So we have a good meal. And so after our meal, I did exactly what Felipe said to do. He said, to text him. So I texted him and we waited for a few minutes and I texted him again and waited a few minutes and 30 minutes passed and 40 minutes passed and I'm texting him and not hearing a word back from him. And I finally just said, the heck with this. I'm going to go ahead and go to the lobby and check in. We're tired. I want to get our luggage in and get settled. So that's exactly what we did. And so, the next morning I kept texting Felipe because I wanted to let him know that we're checked in and maybe room reservations for meals later on in the week, and didn't hear anything back from him. After 48 hours, I just had given up completely and texting Felipe. It's like, something's not right here. And actually, I even mentioned to one of their managers, I've not been able to get in touch with Felipe, and they made some excuse that he had to be off or something. And listen, I understand things that happen. But here's an important thing here. Felipe promised that he would be there for us and take care of anything that we needed. And I could even get him to respond to a text 2 days later. So here's the takeaway for all of us on this. And actually, I told Cindy, I'm always working. So when I go on one of these vacations, I'm still thinking about things I want to talk on. I'm reading books, and so I'm learning. So I'm thinking this will be a great Facebook Live because what Felipe did, he overpromised and he underdelivered. So I want to talk about the importance of underpromising and over-delivering, okay? The importance of doing that. See, Felipe, he overpromised and underdelivered. I want to talk about underpromising and over-delivering. So here's the first thing I want to mention to you. Unmet expectations lead to disappointment. Even if you promise someone an A plus and you give them an A, they're going to still be disappointed because you underdelivered even at an A. So be careful of wild, exaggerated promises or commitments that you can't fulfill. Now, I'm not recommending in any way, so do not hear this, to promise people average and deliver a little bit above average. No, that's not what I'm saying. But just make sure you're able to fulfill at least what you're saying you're going to do. And it's always better if you can even exceed that. So again, unmet expectations lead to disappointment. So be careful what you promise. Here's a second one. Trust is the foundation of all relationships. And when you break trust, it's hard to get it back. And so after 48 hours of trying to reach Felipe, it really somewhat became a joke. I've lost all confidence in Felipe's ability to take care of anything for us. You know, he'd broken trust with us. You know, he made this promise. Not only was he not available in that moment when we needed him, but I couldn't reach him for 48 hours. So I'd given up. So he had broken trust. Here's the third one. And this is a great lesson to learn. People expect you to do what you say you're going to do. People expect you to do what you say you're going to do. So if you don't deliver on that, you have disappointed them. But when you over deliver, so when you promise to do something, they expect you to do it. But when you over deliver, that's when the wow happens. That's when, you know, you didn't just satisfy them or meet that expectation, but now it's something worth talking about. You see what I'm saying? And so people expect you to show up when you're supposed to. But when you show up ahead of time and you're prepared, then you're over delivering. See, and then the wow happens. That's very few people keep their word on anything, but when you exceed their expectations, that puts you in really rare air, if you will. Here's the fourth one. Customers remember the negative much more than the positive. Customers remember the negative much more than they remember the positive. Now, I'm doing a video. My Facebook Live is about the negative from my experience. And to be honest with you, other than that, we had a great time. The food was excellent. Our room was great. It was a beautiful resort. But that was a drag because he promised this and he under-delivered. So negative travels faster and further. And in the age of social media, that's even more true than it's ever been before. So remember that. So be careful of the commitments that you make. And here's number 5. People who consistently over-deliver on their promises are really rare, and it sets them apart from everyone else. People that consistently over-deliver, they're exceptional. They're in this rare category, and it really sets you apart in a crowded world screaming for buy from me or do business with me. If you can just get that down in your mind about under promise and over deliver and the benefits that come from that. See, when you under promise and over deliver, the good news about that, it really doesn't, most of the time it doesn't cost you anything, but it can mean everything to you personally and to your business when you under promise and over deliver. So become a person that always delivers above and beyond what people expect, and then you will give them the wow factor in customer service, in your sales, whatever it may be that your company you're involved in. If even for your boss, you know, so it can be to a customer, it can be to your boss, the person that you report to. Don't be that person that, well, if I give it to Scotty, you never know if he's going to follow through. Don't be that person. Under promise, over deliver. Don't be like Felipe. All right? Well, listen, I hope this has helped you. I really appreciate you hitting the share button, and I hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.